5-minute trap. 5-minute trap. 5-minute trap.
Pandas, 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 pandas. Good broads and Atlanta, Tucson Dope, Lean, and a Fanta. Good morning, pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys are here. We just finished a pre-market show. Always have a great time, and hope one day you guys could also join. Good morning, everybody. Day trading. Good morning. Kid Poker from Jersey. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Gary. Bernadette, good morning, guys. JS, good morning. Icky, Keto, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Carl Herman, Frank Martin, good morning. If you're just joining the stream, make sure you scalp that like button. And also make sure you drop a GM in the chat with your location. That'd be great. I find it very interesting to know where you guys are from.
10,000 tick trap. 10,000 tick trap.
As you guys are rolling in, I'll be right back.
Five-minute trap. 10,000 tick trap.
Sorry about that. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're so close to 10K subs, pandas. Did I tell you that? Did I ever tell you? Did I ever mention that? We are about 43 subs away from hitting the 10K goal. Super excited about it. I think we're on pace to getting the 10K special by next week, and you know, it's gonna be a great stream. Just trust me on that. Hey, you know, I'm excited because it's my chance to give back to you guys, because you guys are the true MVPs. You know, you guys are the ones who make this possible and motivate me to continue. If without the community, I would have no reason to stream.
5-minute trap.
Mike Rathburn asks, that's a new name. I'm not sure if I've seen this, but thanks for becoming a panda. Thanks for your support. Is my EMA per tick or at bar close per tick? Per tick. The EMA to me is it's better to do that per tick. Because if you want to do it just at close, then you can just ignore where it is at the moment, and you can just use the level where it was the previous candle. So the on tick setting kind of gives you more information, like real time information where the EMA is. So that's why I prefer that. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Pancake, good morning. Bad J, good morning. Welcome, guys. Tyler Molema, SPY hitting the main downtrend around 43. Might start to see a trend reversal next couple of days, perhaps. On the daily chart, what do we have here? Didn't quite get there, and we're almost hitting the 240 SMA. it seems like the trading range is still active. The trading range indicator. It's quite a strong move up, and with a breakout bar and continuation. So I mean, with follow through. I mean, with any pullback, you think at this point it will just be small, and or maybe this could be a break of trend, looking for a new low, or sorry, finding a new high at the top of trading range. You have to ask yourself, are we out of this trading range, or are we gonna get sucked back into it? According to the indicator, we're technically still within the influence of this range, but we'll see. I mean, it could be a nice bounce off this this channel here, top of the channel, and also 240 SMA. Who knows? Who knows? $10,000 tick chart. I mean, if you guys traded yesterday, I'm basically a furless panda, because I was ripping all my fur out while looking at this chart yesterday and staring at this from basically like 12 to the end of the day. It was almost untradeable to me. It was just absolutely like choppy, terrible price action, and just frustrating. So I just wouldn't be surprised if everyone had a tough day yesterday. Very tough, very tough. So, even though it was a tough day, when you look at the 10,000 tick chart, it was simply just a trading range where we got back to the bottom of the trading range in the Globex. And so, we're just back at the bottom of the trading range, and you can see with the trading range indicator here. Days like this, I actually like to look at watch some other people's reviews, like Thomas Wade or even Mac from Price Action Trading System. Cannot tell you how bad Mac from Price Action Trading System's reviews are these days. There's no explanation of anything. He basically just says, you can obviously see, and that is just super not helpful, in my opinion, to anyone. In fact, it makes me feel like it is not obvious to see, because it was obvious to see. You should be able to clearly explain why it's obvious to see. And I don't know. I used to have the utmost respect for Mac, but I still do. For Mac himself, he's fine, but his reviews, they are terrible. They're terrible. I cannot even watch him anymore. That's not a knock on Mac himself. If anything, I hope he could hear this critique and make his reviews better. Really answer the tough questions that a lot of people have, because honestly,
5 minutes.
It's just So yeah, you guys can disagree with me, but it's just without explanation of why things are choppy, without why you skip a trade, without without explaining the trades that seemingly look good but end up turning bad. Like, in my opinion, there was one trade yesterday he mentioned. It was this two-leggy here in his review, and I guess you can see this. I don't know how you want to really chart this, but I think at the time when I was trading this, my chart looked like this. I just used this as my trend line because I saw a couple bounces off of it. And right here was a nice two-leggy off the 20 EMA, and also maybe even off the trend line. And so at the time, I really considered it. I was like, that's a really good trade, but I didn't want to trade it because it bounced off the previous day's high and low, or a close. So it made me want to skip it. I don't like to trade long after we bounce off a resistance. Especially, I mean, even if it's a two-legged pullback, I like to skip it. And that's the reason why I skipped it. And I mentioned that on stream. I skipped this trade on stream, saying this is the reason why I'm skipping it, and so forth. When Mac came to this point in his stream, or in his review, he just said it's obvious because of how choppy it got. in my opinion, this is a two-legged pullback. All two-legged pullbacks kind of look like this, and I just felt like it was just not a good explanation, not helpful for anyone. I that made me kind of almost. I got really, I got kind of peeved, because that's kind of, in my opinion, disrespectful for a lot of people who did take that trade, because it actually looked really good, and I understand why, and I would probably take the utmost time to try to explain, which I did during stream for myself, because I talk about every setup and every reason why I skip a trade, every why I enter a trade, and while it's happening in real time. So I end up talking a lot, but to just dismiss that trade like that, and basically, for all the traders who did take it, to not explain to them why it's actually really bad, or having good reasons why, or even saying maybe this is one of those good setups that just fail, just saying something like that. It's just, that would be better than whatever he said. Sorry, I'm just venting here. I cannot. And this is really nothing against Mac. I love Mac. I love, I bet you he got a lot of sales because of this channel. But I just wish that he would explain, in a helpful way. And I've mentioned already the ways he could do it. If he's not open to critique, that's his problem, and why, he will never improve, at least in terms of his reviews. But it is what it is, It's just, for me, if anything, I just want to see Mac be more like the Mac, by doing reviews that are just, even bar by bar reviews. I think would have been awesome. If he did a bar by bar review, I would love that. I would watch that. DX says, I love Mac too, and his partner, Cheese. Fail second entry short, possibly here, going to yesterday's close. I'm going to skip this one because we have a trend line that looks like this. It's just not enough room to this trend line, so I'm skipping this trade. Not that I really even like it in terms of the context. Plus, it could, yesterday's close can act as resistance, just like it might be doing right now. Let me mark this with a. Try to capture as many hits as I can here from this. Okay. It might end up working out, but it is what it is. If you guys remember, tomorrow is the FOMC. Tomorrow is FOMC day, and so that means that we may have a slow day today. We might have a slow day until FOMC. We could just be, the market could just be waiting for FOMC to see what happens. It's kind of crazy to know that the Fed has so much influence on the market. The fact that the market waits for FOMC minutes, it just makes me feel like, something's wrong. Something's wrong with the market. If the FOMC can influence the market that much, it's just it's just not, it doesn't seem like a healthy market to me. you're constantly just waiting for, you know, these announcements to happen, this does end up giving you that, you know, your scalp, but just not enough room coming out of this channel here. Creating a double top here. Would I reverse it? Fails like entry short, or fails like entry long, perhaps, maybe. So with that being said, we could really have like a nothing burger day today. It can, I don't know, look at the daily chart. Let's get the daily chart. I mean, follow through, more follow through, kind of always in long situation here. If you're looking at the daily chart. Yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, I mean, it looks like it's gonna keep going up. It looks like it's gonna keep going up until it stops, until it doesn't. So this is kind of like, you know, where you just buy, and just come out, you know, break even, or come out, you know, with a scale in and come out break even later, something like that. Maybe get our failed entry long here, but I don't know, hard to say. It's not clean at the moment. It looks like an uptrend. You know, if I got rid of this, it looks like we can be an uptrend, but I want to keep this here because it's here. So I'm gonna try to take advantage of the fact that this channel's here. Lower high setup, possibly. Lower high setup. It's just hard to believe that we'll ever have a downtrend day ever again. Wayne Bignell, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Hey guys, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Fail second entry. Long here. I may take this. Just seeing we're coming off of our trend line here. Do not copy my trades. No longer interested in that. Second entry long. Looks like it might be successful. We might have triple hit top, a triple hit here. But the strong bull bar makes me hesitant to want to go short here. Tough. Choppy. I don't know. If it was like kind of down here, I would be way more interested in going short. But if it's up here like this, above the 20 MA, I don't know. Just kind of odd to do that if you're bearish. I don't know. Now we're above the 20 MA. Hard for me to go short here, even though this is currently still a trap. Macro double top. In fact, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 hits here. Also coming off our trend line. You can also consider this a break a trend to new high, looking for a reversal setup. Reversal does happen, trap does trigger there, but we're above the 20 MA, so making it difficult to take that trade in my opinion. Just getting too choppy, right? We're getting higher lows now, and the 20 MA is curling upwards, so this trade might break out here, and it's an outside bar reversal.
10,000 tick trap.
Good thing you didn't take the outside bar reversal for those who are interested. Reverses violently here, actually. Pretty violently. It looks like 3 failures here, and I kind of want to go short, but my setup looks weird because this is the signal bar, and in fact, it already triggered by going beneath it. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Anyone know what's happening? I don't know what's happening. Let me know. Let me know if you know what's happening. Throw in the chat your analysis of this so far. To me, it just looks choppy. I have a bearish bias currently because we're actually fighting resistance. We're stalling out at resistance. If we're above the resistance, then maybe I would think we are going to break out, but we are under resistance. So it makes me feel like we might reverse here, but I will take, if this traps fails here, I'll take the short trade here. Or inside bar, I'll take it. Oh, this is actually inside bar already. Darn. I might take this trade. I may want to go short here. No, I'm skipping it. I have no idea what's happening. The reason why I was thinking about going short there is because the 10,000 tick chart, the trap actually triggers. It's an outside bar reversal, but it does trigger there. Any of this can be a retracement to enter this trap still. But also you're choppy. This could be a failed breakout back into this chop. That could very much be possible. It's too choppy to really know what's happening here. The market cycle is definitely trading range, but tough. No idea. Too many overlapping bars. Very confusing. I have a bearish bias right now. Come back to the bottom of trading range perhaps. The fact that this trend line is actually looks like it's acting as resistance makes me feel like there's more chance for it to go down. Hard to say though. I don't know. Just no FOMO, nothing, because I don't have a setup here, so the market cycle is too choppy for me. I'm sitting on my pause. How are you guys doing? How's everyone doing here today? At this point, it's just too hard to say what's going to happen. So I put a poll up to see yesterday how well you guys did, because yesterday was very, very frustrating. It's just the setups yesterday, from 12 o'clock basically to the end of the day, there was just nothing, right? The price action to me was nasty. And so I just, but But I want other people to know, you know, if you had a bad day yesterday, that you're probably in good company. A lot of people probably had a bad day yesterday. So I put this poll up, you know, so you guys can see, you know, how people did. I think, you know, until FOMC, we might get price action that looks like this. Who knows? I mean, very choppy. It will like move kind of suddenly and then go right into chop, which is just super annoying. Gomez got a nice runner yesterday. Nice swing trade. That's awesome. Congrats, man. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. We're so close to 10K subs. I mean, whew. Right now we're 39 subs away. I mean, at this rate, we could be hitting it this week. Regardless, I think if we do hit it this week, I might save it for next week. Just kind of have everyone. I think Mondays might be like my biggest days. Mondays or Wednesdays. And there's like a couple things you kind of have to do. You know, you're most likely gonna have to comment on some sort of post or comment on some sort of video, and you have to comment on it so I can use those comments as like a way to draw names for the raffle. This is absolutely choppy. Just sitting on my paws, and don't even mind if you miss something here because it's just 50-50. So you're flipping a coin at this point. You just don't know. Still underneath the trend line. We finally triggered that trap on the 10K chart. What's the 5 minute look like? 5 minute actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, strong bull bar, a little small pullback here. This trend line actually ended up working out. Basically 1, 2, I mean, many tests on basically the close. And we're finally pushing down. We do get a 2-point scalp here, but none that I like. I don't like that at all. $10K. I'm gonna have a nice treat for you guys. It's my way to give back to my viewers, because I really do appreciate you guys. The trolls, you know, the people who've been supporting me from the beginning, the members, every single person, I really just, I really do appreciate. And so, I think it's just amazing, you know, that the support that you have given this channel. And, you know, it's just a small way I can give back. So we'll have some nice prizes for you guys. And hopefully the stream itself, we might try to do some fun stuff. But I'm still deciding on what we're going to do in terms of how we're going to make the stream actually maybe a little different, other than like raffles and drawings. And I might have like a raffle like every hour or 30 minutes or something like that. We're hitting the bottom of the trading range. This channel, surprisingly, actually, it bounced right off of it. It had a tough time. The channel matched up with yesterday's close, and that's looking like it's acting as a type of resistance. Strong bear bar. Now some follow through. People could be always in short. I don't know. I mean, while it was happening, it was very difficult to see. So like I mentioned, we have resistance here, and we started to go sideways under resistance. So that made me feel like, okay, this has a chance to reverse. If we were above the resistance, basically now acting as support, and we started chopping around like this, then I'd be like, I would have a bullish bias. And I use the word bias, intentionally, because bias doesn't necessarily mean it will 100% go up or down, but it's just kind of the way I'm leaning and thinking. So I'm kind of more, I'm looking more for a long or short trade depending on my bias. But it also, bias just means it's a bias and it can change. It doesn't actually mean it's true. I have no idea how to read. Is that what? Is that Farsi or is that Hindi? I have no idea how to read that. But this person asks, how many hours do I trade? I actually keep my charts open pretty much all day. I mean, I have a my full-time job is it's remote, and it deals with computers. So I'm pretty much at my desk all day, anyways. I just have it up pretty much all day. How much attention do I keep my charts? It just depends. It really depends. Like yesterday, I feel like I paid way too much attention to the charts. Even when it was like super bad price action, I should have just walked away and just focused on something else. Oh, it's Hindi. Okay, it's good to know. It's an amazing script. I have no idea how to read it. I can't imagine how long that'll take to write as well. I mean. It looks like art almost. We have a higher low setup coming back into this box here, but to me, when resistance acts as resistance, I pay attention to that. And so the fact that we are actually coming off this resistance and making these lower highs here makes me feel like we're in a downtrend right now. But it's hard to say. I mean, this could be a failed breakdown back into this trading range. That could also be the case. I don't know. Hard to say. Do I want to take the second entry short? I have two competing things. I have either a failed breakdown, come back into the trading range, or I can consider this as a downtrend now. Really difficult for me. I really have no idea. Okay, that makes things easy, where I don't have to be tempted anymore to go short. If we start to go back up here, then it's kind of decided it's a failed breakdown. But yeah, I mean, at the time it's very confusing. Like, if it did trigger, I mean, maybe the doji bars, maybe it's just being confused and not confident is a sign that I should just stay away and just wait for better price action. But tough. All right, strong bull bar. So that takes away any reason for me to go short, really. Ends up becoming a failed breakdown, coming right back to the top of this blue box that I've drawn. Notice that where we bounce, we don't even touch the bottom of the trading range on the trading range indicator, and we kind of fill a breakout, right? We've kind of fill a gap here in this area. What do I mean by gap? I mean there was a big push breakout. And so these breakouts typically help figure out where the demand zones are. So this ended up becoming a demand zone, and we come back in and we touch the demand zone. It's hard to say. I'll probably have to make it like this. Coming back into the demand zone, and people bought here, coming back up. Why is it demand zone? Well, because this is the last time where people bought, and so when it comes back down here, it's kind of like a double bottom. People are buying again here. Strong push up. Multiple bull bars in a row. Breaking now out of this channel. Channel might be obsolete now. Invalid. Tough. Tough. I mean, it could have been the failed breakout coming back in. Could have traded like that. Just too confusing for me. Yeah, with this price action, it does look like we'll have a choppy day today. The 5 minutes, surprisingly though, is not very choppy. The 5 minutes actually showing just a nice push up, small pullback, push up here. The bars are not overlapping. The bars are kind of, there's some space in these bars. Makes it a little confusing. It could be a trending day today, according to the 5 minute. Right now, we are just not much movement though. 2K chart, definitely by 2K chart, it looks choppy. But we can have some movement soon. Seems like most of you guys had a bad day yesterday, which makes sense. This is for today. What's your P&L currently? You can see my P&L, I'm flat. Failed breakout of the trading range, coming back in. Absolutely amazing. From top to the bottom. Can we take advantage of this blue box here? I mean, we're getting a double top. Man, so many like bounces. Can we take advantage of this blue box? Next reversal, should we just go long? See what happens? Is it worth the risk reward? Possibly. Killian says, I haven't traded since Thursday. Talk about ultimate patience. That's incredible. Killian is up 1,125. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Ooh, push down, finally hitting the bottom of the trading range. To top to the bottom trading range. Very interesting. Now we're getting some movement. The 5 minutes starting to push down harder. And we're coming off a resistance area. Strong bear bar forming on the 5-minute chart. Is this the direction of the day? Have we found it? Are we going to be in a downtrend? Let's find out. Or are we going to bounce from the bottom back all the way to the top of the trading range? I mean, when I look to the left of the chart, we're still within the trading range. I mean, the trading range indicator here is just acting beautifully. Incredible. If we come all the way back up to the top of the trading range indicator, it's just... How could you not? How could you not want this indicator? It's just this move down is so strong. It makes me scared to try to come back up to the top of the trading range. It's literally a straight shot down to the bottom. Makes me feel like there was some conviction there. And chances increase that we break down again. But nevertheless, this can just be a bare leg in a trading range, which means reversal, reversal, reversal. Just keep looking for reversals. You know the saying, you know, try not to pick the bottom. You know, that's actually not true. That's only true in a trending day. In a trading range day, that actually might not be a bad idea, because you can just scale in. Scale in, you typically will never lose money. Like, if you have a big enough stop, it's actually hard to lose money on a trading range day, because you can typically come out break even if you scale in. I was thinking actually to come back in here if it gave us a second entry long, but instead it's just one leg down, one leg up currently. It's absolutely amazing. I don't like the fact that we bounced off again off yesterday's close, and it makes it feel like it's acting like a very strong resistance, but market cycle also hinting at trading range, and so I don't know. Get in the chopper. Fargo. Get in the chopper. For those who are new, I'm Baba Money, and welcome to my stream. I'm glad that you guys are here. I mean, you could truly be anywhere in the world, but you're finding yourself here, so for that, I'm truly grateful. But here you find the only panda that trades live every single day, the E-mini S&P futures, where every single point is $50 with one contract. You think crypto has some liquidity? This is the most liquid market in the world. Better than any cryptocurrency. We trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. Here you see the two-legged pullback indicator, the numbers above and below. You also see the trading range indicator, where we're about to see take place, the trading range indicator marking accurately our trading range. If we come back up, already bouncing off the bottom here. Oethu asks, what am I trading? Oh, how many ways? I can answer that question so many ways. Usman Zahid, thank you for your support. Thanks for becoming a panda. Enjoy your green name, enjoy your two-legged pullback badges and forms over time, and enjoy access to the pre-market show. Let's give a nice warm panda welcome to Usman. John Lee asks, how much do I make in my full-time job? What coin is this? Oh my. This is the bamboo coin. The most liquid coin in the world. Damien Hughes asks, how quickly do you know if it's a... let me answer John Lee's question. I make a lot. So this is partly the reason why I don't do full-time trading, because in my opinion, you know, for me to go full-time trading, I would have to have saved maybe 2 to 3 years worth of salary. And so I work in software. And so and it's not IT. I don't work IT. All right, it's different, guys. It's different. Working IT and working software is very different. Anyways, so I have a lot of prerequisites in order for me to go full time. One is having that money saved. Second is being able to make more money here. I would say I have to probably make double the money trading than my full-time job, and that will make it worth it. On top of that, I have to prove my own profitability, which may take years to prove for myself. And so it's just a lot of things that, for me, if I was living by myself, if I didn't have a fam, then perhaps I will just decide, you know, okay, sure, why not? Let's just go for it. But you know, when you have responsibilities, when you have mortgages to pay, when you have, you know, certain bills to pay, you know, you need to have that stable income, in my opinion. Oletha asks, you only use moving average? Yes, trend line. So this is pure price action. We only trade pure price action here, so we don't have any other indicators. We don't have any momentum indicators. Second entry short. Do I like it? Not really. I mean, it looks really weird. A, B, C. Second entry short. Lance Lofton asks, do you do any real estate? I mean, I have things outside of this. So whatever you use here in trading futures, it has to be disposable income. You know, my actual income goes to, you know, things that, you know, like assets. So yeah, real estate, a little bit into that. Some gold, just in case for hyperinflation. Have, you know, just in general, you know, stocks, dividend stocks. You know, the truest form of passive income to me is dividend stocks. There is nothing more passive than literally just getting money from holding stocks. You know, even like real estate, it's not passive. It's a job. You're a property manager. And if you're not a property manager, if you have someone else to do that for you, then, you know, you still have to deal with, you know, whatever they deal with, you know, ultimately. So the purest form of passive income, I think, are dividend stocks. There are many ways to invest in real estate passively. I guess you can do it through like holdings in stocks. That's definitely one way. But to actually like own property, I don't think there's that much. I mean, you can invest in real estate, but to own property passively, I don't think you can do that really. trading range indicator is just spot on right now. Maybe coming back top to the trading range. I'm going to move this blue box because it's kind of blocking this previous day's close. But previous day's close is this dash line. If you don't know, this dash line is a native indicator on NinjaTrader. It's an OHLC, prior OHLC. So that's free on NinjaTrader. A couple other questions here. Damien asks, how quickly do you know it's a trading range? I mean, when it looks like this, you know, this took about 10 minutes to show the trading range. I like to wait for the first 5 bars on the 5-minute chart. And now we're starting to go in and out of the candles. It doesn't look very choppy to me. I know we haven't moved much, but it's not choppy. You know what I'm saying? It's not like overlapping bars. Let me see. You know, this is choppy, overlapping bars, right? With the wicks going within the previous, you know, range of the candles. This, to me, this is choppy, right? That looks choppy to me on the 5-minute. This, even though we're like in a range, it doesn't look very choppy. So take it or leave it. I mean, maybe at the end it's just a range, but coming back to the top of the trading range looks like on the trading range indicator. So we hit the top of the trading range to the bottom of the trading range indicator, maybe back to the top of the trading range indicator. We'll see. And this is, you know, in this area, I was like, should I just buy it and see if we can get back to the top? And I'll be doing pretty well. I was actually just waiting for a 2-leggy here. I wanted one more push down. I was waiting for this setup and one more push down for a higher low, and I was willing to go long here. But unfortunately, it doesn't tick below, right? It gives us a micro double bottom instead of actually ticking below 1 tick, and that was enough for eager buyers to get in. John Lee's like, asking for a friend. Only asking for a friend. What should your friend do if you blew 50 Apex accounts? Well, where's he getting that money from to do Apex? If he's living in his mother's basement, you know, in a sense, you kind of can risk that because you have no risk, really. And if anything, if he wants to continue to trade, I'll say he needs to practice more. You know, if he's already blown 50 accounts, he should practice more and prove his profitability, you know, maybe in another way. I feel like he hasn't understood his the system yet, or whatever system he's using. He hasn't understood it, or he's using a bad system. Kelly, yeah, with a 250 Apex accounts. You know what? The thing is like if you do multiple accounts at one time, it's very easy to get your numbers up like that. If you're trying to pass like 10 at a time, you know, it's not bad actually. Yeah, exactly. S-Dog got it, you know, so it's kind of relative.
10,000 tick trap.
We keep making lower highs here, even though this one's a little higher than this one, but still lower than this one, so lower highs. Bouncing again off of yesterday's close. So you're kind of like feeling like this might go down because we're reacting to resistance, but we're also kind of hitting a support somewhere like in this area, right? This area is kind of like acting like a demand zone, This whole area is just keep getting bought up here. Somewhere in this area. Don't know. Tough. It's just like makes me hesitant because like I do like eventually want to take advantage of trading range like this. I'm actually just really bad with trading ranges. Oftentimes I use a trading range indicator just to find out when not to go into trades, or with targets. If there's like a target to reach, if I went short here, my target would just be the bottom of the trading range, and I just think that's typically how I use a trading range, and I'm just not good at them. I'm just like, I always look for trends. I think because I started that way, looking for trends and trying to, the idea of your trends, your friend till the end. That's actually true on training days, but that's actually a very bad motto when it comes to trading range. And it's just, people don't recognize the fact that there are basically those two type of market cycles. Either you're trending or you are in a trading range, and it gets confusing when it's both, basically, right? When it's both. And I'll say on stream, last couple of days have been pretty doo-doo, garbage, trash. It's just don't know. Strong bull bar ending on its high means nothing to me. Somewhere in this trading range, these big bars can form, which actually makes it more frustrating because it makes your risk really large. How old am I? I'm mid-30s. Mid-30s. Looks like I got my life together. Not really. Far from it. Not really. Still so much to learn. Still so much to grow and mature. Really got my life together by streaming every single day as a panda. It just shows just how far in life I am, how advanced in life I am, further than you guys. Nah, I wouldn't consider myself any better than anyone. When you're confused, look at other time frames. And if the other time frames confuse you, then just go out and take a walk. Enjoy the weather. The 5-minute chart, I mean, we are in a trading range. I guess you can say this is choppy. We are starting to create wicks, and we're in an obvious range here. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'll just trade this the rest of the day. This might be the range for the entire day, and we can just, if we're near the bottom, just buy and scale in once or twice and take the hit. Sooner, like, if you want to scale in, if you're wondering if you're scaling in and when do you get out and scale in, like, you should always have like the max pain in your mind, or typically you don't want to hit your max pain. But if you are in a scaling trade, basically trade any trade, and you should have your max basically stop loss in your mind, not points wise, like not distance wise, but in terms of the amount of money you're willing to lose on your account. And you should never exceed that, and especially if you scale in, because scaling things can get very hairy very quickly. I don't really like this trend line anymore. I don't know how else to really draw it. Maybe like this. Is this a better way to draw it? I don't know. I want to capture some of these hits here, but I'm missing all these. It's just confusing. Confusing. A lot of you guys are a little green today. 35% of you are flat like I am, which is amazing. It's very little. That means a lot of you guys are flat. Short-term trend lines. This is kind of amazing, a two-legged pullback. I didn't even realize that, but A, B, C, it's like, it's a two-legged pullback, but this leg here is one tick. This first entry is one tick. It's incredible. Just waiting. Coming back to the bottom, missing the top of the trading range. Means that we're converging here. Creating a triangle. I don't know. I don't trust any breakouts. Looks like a trading range, but we're also in breakout mode, so we also have FOMC tomorrow. Really, traders could be waiting for that. So someone mentioned in the chat this looks bullish. And that's what trading ranges will do. It'll make you think it's bearish. Literally, V bottom, back to the top, makes it look bullish. A top, V bottom, A top. It just keeps going back and forth. That's why trading ranges are so devastating to traders. Because it makes it look like a trend. But look, we're inside the range. So whenever you see big movements like that, like to me, I can't trust them. You know, for the top, I treat resistance as resistance. Now, if we start to break out and we start to have a couple legs up, then you're thinking, okay, now we're truly in a trade or trend, and you know, take your chances there. But breaking out of this triangle, breaking down. Two strong bear bars in a row. Bouncing off, making a triple bottom here. 1, 2, 3. I may go long here, pandas. I may go long here. That's a failed breakout. Thinking triple bottom as well. Like 1, 2, 3 hits. 3 failures to break down. And do not copy my trades. Truly. I mean, this is really choppy and this is really risky. So I'm thinking to go long here if we get a decent signal bar. Just for a scalp. You know, this is a scalping market in my opinion. Just scalp it. And then that's it. Signal bar is looking terrible. Like, I almost just want to go long down here and then scale in one time, see what happens. Signal bar's looking better now. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3 failures. Okay. No longer interested, because now that triple test is no longer triple test. We're actually going below it. Hitting the bottom of the trading range. Still hitting the bottom of the trading range. Perhaps can come back up here. Maybe triple test still valid. Failed triple breakdown. In a trading range type day. Here, 1, 2, 3 failures as well. Come from the ups, from above. Overall, very confusing. I don't like the fact that we missed the top of the trading range here. I don't like that fact. No idea. Todd up 300. You know, that's pretty good. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good today. Zavia, do I do one-on-ones? No mentorship. No mentorship. I mean, basically everything you get is from the online stream. You can ask questions here. And in the pre-market show, I definitely answer questions there. What to do? Should I trust this breakdown? Or is this trading range strong enough for me to think that any breakdown will fail, come back in? Huh. Strong bear bar ending on his low. Strong push down. Is this the actual breakdown? Failing to come up to hit the previous day's close this time. And reversing very violently with 2 strong bear bars with follow through. Pandas. I want to get my channel back, but it's very difficult how to mark this channel. I don't know. I just don't know. How do I do this? Like this? No, I don't know. Maybe like this. Because that was the final hit. Nah, doesn't make sense. I don't know. How Pandas, let me know if you marked this channel a certain way. Let me know your points here that you're using. It's very confusing for me. So Pandas, give me a 1 in the chat if you think we're in a downtrend. Give me 2 in the chat if you're going to come back into the trading range. Give me a 3 in the chat if you have no idea what's happening. All right, a couple of you guys think it's a downtrend. DX says tree. Okay, so we got a trap trade here. That's kind of signs for bearishness. Fall through, coming back to the bottom of the channel here. This trading range will soon break. But we've been in it for so long, I wouldn't be surprised if we do come back up to it. We kind of hit the bottom of this channel, actually kind of amazing. So I guess the question is, Pandas, if you get a two-legged pullback in this area, would you take it? Second entry short. This could be a genuine breakdown. Yep, the 5 minutes starting to make it look like it's a breakdown. Strong bear bar ending on its low. If there's follow through here, then we could be in a downtrend day. We'll see. We'll see. Question is, would you take a second entry short off the 20 EMA? Strong bear bar ending near its low on the 5-minute chart. Let's see if there's follow through on this bar. And what bears are looking for is a measuring move of this bar. What they want is actually the distance of this bar to move like this. They're looking for this target here. Bulls are looking for a reversal here, thinking we might come back into the trade. Trading range is broken officially on the 2000 tick chart. It also broke officially on the 5-minute chart as well. You see the trading range indicator stopped forming when this bar finished. 10,000 tick chart, the trading range indicator is still there. Question is, would you take this second entry short here and you know, give me a 1 in the chat if you're looking for a second entry short. Give me a 2 if you would skip it. Give me a 3 if you look for a trap trade. So a trap trade would be like this. A second entry does trigger, but you want to enter this way, right? The second entry short triggers, but you're thinking it's going to fail and reverse here. Give me a 1 in the chat if you are looking for a short trade. Give me a 2 if you're looking just to skip this setup. It's two-legged pullback. Or give me a 3 if you rather trade a trap trade to reverse back up. Notice Pandas on the 5-minute chart. We need follow through on this bar. We need follow through. This bar alone means nothing. We need follow through, and that's what bears are looking for, some follow through. A lot of you guys are looking for a reversal trade here. Would I take a reversal here? What would I do? Hard to say, because if this channel is true, right? If we got an accurate channel here, we're actually at the bottom of it, and Typically don't like to go short right into support. But this move down has been so strong. We also were in a trading range for so long, but I think for me, this speaks kind of volumes here. The fact that we couldn't come back to the close, it doesn't make me feel like we're coming like back into this trading range. It feels like the trading range is breaking to the downside. The fact that we couldn't come back to hit, like if this came back up here, then I would say, okay, maybe it's still valid, but it looks like it is breaking down truly. So the price action is telling me here that we couldn't even make it back up. We're actually pushing down strongly. And we could maybe even see the strength here to see how strong this first entry is. I mean, sometimes all you get are first entries. With that being said, pandas, I kind of want to look for a short, but I'm not very confident in it. Let's just say that. We might get our two-leggy here. Seems a little too easy to make a two-leggy. I would need this candle to break a previous candle's high to make this two-legged pullback. Currently has not done so. It's a micro double top. Still waiting for our setup. Hasn't happened yet. First entry, finding a couple pushes down here. I really wouldn't be surprised if this comes all the way back up here, but regardless, I need a setup here. I'm not getting it. What pair is this? This is actually the futures market. S&P futures. It's not forex. A lot of you guys will say you take the short trade here. Tough. Tough. Let's see if we get our second entry short. Starting to become a little tricky. Basically creating an inside bar on the 5-minute chart. Pandas, we have ourselves a second entry short. Appearing, starting to get a little choppy. Can we get another push down from the strong move down? We are at the bottom of a channel. We've been in trading range for better part of an hour, and no follow through on the 5 minute, right? Strong bear bar ending near low, but no follow through. Actually reverses here, right? Pause bar should have follow through after the pause bar, but instead it's reversing here. Makes me hesitant to go short. Strong bull bar currently forming here. Yep. Bull bar ending on its high. Hard to go short against that kind of bar. Makes me almost want to take the reversal instead of the continuation. Tough one though. I mean, this is where you gotta make your decision. This is where your actions speak louder than your words. You gotta make a decision here. Now we're going clearly above the 20 MA. Makes me feel like I shouldn't go short anymore. I'm probably more eager to find a reversal trade back up into our trading range that we've been in most of the day. You know, it's hard to go short against a signal bar that looks like this as well. So it's an easy skip at least. But do I want to reverse my trade if it does reverse? That's the question. Lauren says trading range action if it's not clear, long or short. Yep. It's just frustrating because there's no setups whatsoever. It might be one of those days I'll just close the charts and just move on with my day. Another bull bar ending on its high above the 20 MA. 20 MA starting to curl upwards. Hard to take a short trade here. In fact, you're thinking always in long at this point. $10,000 tick chart. Trading range is still valid. Who knows? We might come to the bottom of it, bounce off of it. But that's a strong bull bar ending on its high. Seems like. 5 minute, like I mentioned, without follow through, the strong bear bar means nothing. Making a decent signal bar to go short here. Actually, very good signal bar, but we're above the 20 MA. Pushing strongly above. Do I want to take this trap trade? I don't know if I even want to take this trap trade at this point because it's confusing. And even with traps, things can get confusing. So I don't know what to do here. Kishoff, I'm going to put you in timeout soon. You're kind of spamming the chat. I feel like you're new here, but yeah, you're kind of spamming the chat. Getting a reversal set up here to go long. Do I like that trade? I'm skipping it. Sorry, pandas. The EMA is pointing upwards. We got a lot, in this to go long. I'm too confused. Another reason being because 10,000 tick chart coming to the 20 EMA could act as resistance. 5 minute chart coming to 20 EMA could act as resistance. So this trap could fail. Sitting on my pause. You're sweating right now if you're in that trap trade. Right? Thoughts and prayers to you for those who took that long. It's just too confusing. Too confusing. BPCF Gaming, a rule for when I think too much or unsure. Yeah, the thing is, like, with the second entry long, it should be kind of easy. It's like, oh yeah, I should just take this. Like it's like it's a clear moment. Like it's almost like the trade should be easy, but the fact that it's like kind of hard for me right now makes me just I don't want to take any trades. This might end up working for you, but still, you're kind of like, when you see, you know, this is disappointing, but right now you're feeling okay. Yeah, it has a small pullback that ends up going pushing up here. Making this outside bar reversal. Overall, very confusing. And even if I was in this trade, I wouldn't be happy about it. So, pandas, today we're gonna end flat. And remember tomorrow, pandas, we do have news at 8:30 a.m. We also have FOMC at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And so, if you trade before, you know, the regular hours, just know that 8:30 you're gonna see probably some big volatility. And at 2 o'clock, you also will probably see some huge volatility. So I personally think the market's waiting for tomorrow until its big moves. We might be trading range until then, basically making a nothing day, you know, maybe inside day on the daily chart. But, you know, who knows? Really, anything can happen, but that's what I'm thinking. Anyways, I'm flat today, and I'm happy being flat. I'd rather be, you know, flat than red. So again, if you went long here, you still would not have made your scalp. You missed it by one tick and we're reversing again. Still, man, thoughts and prayers to you for those who took that trade. But pandas, regardless, I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early. 9 o'clock for the pre-market show and 9:15 for the mainstream. Make sure you use the code BBM50 if you're interested in Apex. That's to, you know, funded traders. They fund you, and we use it every single day here on stream. So, pandas, that being said, I'll see you guys bright and early. Make sure you sub. We're so close to that 10K special, 10K sub goal, and to the special soon. Only 30 more subs, pandas. Pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.